pasta dish, I think. Something or other. You know, I picked up a few things, but I'm not too sure yet. We'll see. You know, I guess we'll have to figure it out, you know, when we get there. Can I get a drink? Grandpa's cough medicine. That should just do it. All right. Now, there's one thing I forgot. I didn't get any pasta. I was assuming you would have some here because everyone has pasta in their house. Is that true?
It's true, but you can't make these many assumptions, Sean, because, you know...
That's the only thing I forgot.
A little rude.
That's the only thing I forgot. I'm sorry. Look at all this. This is a mess in here. All right.
Good job, Sean.
Where's this pasta?
It's right here.
All right. Guess we're gonna have to get the water.
God, it's so hot in here. I have swamp ass.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Do you have your period?
No. Not this time. I do get it like 3 times a month, but...
Well, I know. I figured it. It kind of sucks that this is your week off.
Yeah, I know. I do enjoy my period. It's fun times.
Yeah. What do you usually do about that? Having it, you know, 3 times a month and all? I'd like to know. I mean, you know what? I'd like to know a little bit about actually the menstruation, you know, process because I'm a little uneducated in it. And
well, you know what? It's gooey. Sometimes there's blood clots. It's a little filthy. That's why one day I plan on going around not wearing underwear and just like dripping on the floor like that.
That's entertaining.
Yeah.
I'd like to be there for that.
Okay, Sean, I'll make a point of that.
Can we get this other pot going for the sauce?
Yeah, why not?
How does this work? Is that right?
Yeah, but you're cooking a pot with nothing in it, Sean.
Oh, that's right. Thanks, Sam.
No problem, Sean.
Well, all right, watch this water for a second.
You know what, Sean? Funny thing. The burner doesn't work, so we're only going to be able to cook one thing at a time. I believe this is the one that works. Because my house is really ghetto.
What do you think we should cook first?
I say you're your strange creation.
All right, we'll go for that then.
I mean, how hard could sauce in a jar be to cook, Sean?
Well, you'd be surprised. I'm gonna zing it up a little bit.
Oh.
Can I have a cutting board and a sharp knife set up right there on the counter?
I don't believe my family owns a cutting board because all we do is...
Right there, I see one.
Oh, I lied.
You're a filthy
I
liar.
lied. I am a filthy liar.
Alright. Now I'm using a 4-cheese sauce already, and I'm gonna add a 5th cheese. Because I heard women menstruating like the cheese. But it's a shame you're not menstruating.
It is a shame.
So tell me more about this though. Like what causes menstruation? You know? Because
women get it every month, Sean.
Yeah, but why? Why? I need to know why. I'd like to know why. You know?
All I know is that it happens. I mean, like, I don't know why. It has something to do with the moon, you know? What, you jealous?
I'm not jealous. I'm just a little confused because, you know, these women, all these women that I know, they complain all the time about the menstruation.
Because it feels like, you know that scene from Alien? That's what it feels like.
Okay, and you know what? I've heard that before, but you know what? I want to know not how it feels. I want to know why it happens.
I don't freaking know. I'm not a doctor.
But this is something that happens in your month. Like it happens in your life once a month.
3 times.
3 times a month for you, granted. But
I'm a wonderful human being.
Now, why would you not care enough to research this more and, you know, find out why this happens? Because
I don't know.
I want to know these things.
Why don't you research it then?
Explain more, maybe, about the feeling then. I'd like to know maybe a little bit more. I'd like to, because I want to know, you know, when a girl's complaining about, you know, this and that. Like, I want to know, like, why are they doing that? Like,
because their uterine lining is getting shot out of their vagina.
How does it feel? That's not descriptive enough. You got to be more descriptive. Tell me.
It feels like a uterine lining getting shot out of your vagina.
But I don't know what any of that feels like. You need to be a little more specific. Tell us what it was like getting your first period then. What happened?
It actually scared me. I actually thought I pooped myself. I was like, that's really weird.
I'll tell you, I've done that before.
I came pretty close. You know when I had those rectal problems?
I'll tell you what, the closest thing I had to that Thank God I wasn't around anyone. I was at my house, and I was talking to, Matt on the phone. I had myself a little gambler going on, and
You lost.
I lost the gamble. I had to get off the phone, go upstairs, and change my pants. I just want to know, like, was that what it was like the first time?
Well, it wasn't like I shit my pants. I just thought it was because it was like dark red.
Well, what did you do?
I thought I was
did you
bleeding
go
out
tell?
of my ass.
Did you go tell your mom?
I didn't tell her for a month. I was really embarrassed.
Why is it so embarrassing?
I don't know. I was embarrassed at the time. I quickly got over that, obviously.
Yeah, because every time I see you, you're talking about menstruating. It seems to be the only thing you ever want to talk about after.
It's true. It's true. It's very funny. You know what, Sean? It would be kind of like, I don't know, if men could have babies, and you just like.
Like in that movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Like the movie with Arnold Schwarzenegger.
I always wondered what it was like to have a female orgasm. And, I wish for just a day I could, be a woman, fuck,
Just a
guy.
day, Sean?
Yeah. Sleep with some guy, just to know. I'd like to know, because, I know what it's like on my end, and I love it. But I want to know how the girls love it.
Sean, how many times a day do you,
Do what?
you jerk off?
I'll tell you, about a year ago, 3 times a day.
Like in public?
Actually, on my lunch break at work, I used to retire to my car and, pull one off. But, not too much anymore, actually. It's just it doesn't do it for me anymore. I'm not really as much of a sexual guy anymore. I enjoy the drinking now.
Yeah, it's obvious, Sean.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a spicy sauce. And if you did have your period, this would clear it up real quick.
I would go through a week of period in one day.
This is the cure-all, sauce. This will get rid of a cold, period. This will kill AIDS.
Wow, sucks I don't have AIDS.
Wow. I'm sure we could work on that.
Do you want me to do anything?
Cut that. Watch your fingers.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Just
Sean,
keep
I
cutting.
burned soup.
Beautiful. You're doing it beautiful. Beautiful.
I'm not a good woman, Sean. I don't know how to cook or clean.
It's all right.
I don't plan on making babies.
Well, that's your thing.
You know what? If I had ever had a baby, I'd send it back. Seriously, I'd put it right back where it came from.
You could sell it.
I would sell it.
Probably make some good money, too. You're doing a good job with that cutting. I heard in Alaska they use the seeds from peppers to rub on a woman's vagina while they're menstruating to help cure the...
Doesn't that burn?
I don't know. I don't even know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't think it's true, Sean. God, if I ever have a baby, I'm gonna have a bottle of Jack Daniels in my hand. Just to get it out properly. Who cares about birth defects? I don't care about them.
The safe abortion, I think, bottle of whiskey, a coat
No,
hanger.
safe abortion is getting thrown down the stairs.
Well, I think it would be a little bit more fun on your behalf if you had, a bottle of whiskey and a coat hanger. Might work.
It would be quite funny. I'd be giggling. I really would be.
This is cooking too quickly, and we haven't even gotten all our ingredients.
Do you think the cheese is gonna melt?
I really don't know. You asked that already. You want to cut up that onion?
I don't like cutting up onions. I cry like a little bitch.
I want to see you cry. I like watching women cry. I think you're supposed to rip this off. I don't think that probably tastes like garbage. I don't know. Here. Cut this up and cry, please.
I don't want to.
You gotta hold
I
it.
don't want to hold it.
Hold it.
I'll rub my friggin' eye and
Hold
I'll
it.
go blind.
Wash your hands when you're done. Throw it in.
It's not done yet, Sean.
Alright.
Sean, I'm not very good at this.
Alright, let me take over.
Okay.
Let me get in here. Alright.
Wow, frozen spinach. It's a fancy occasion, isn't it, Sean?
Well, I would have used fresh, but I really don't know what to do. So,
Neither
can you
do I.
open that at least? Maybe throw that in? I don't know, maybe, I don't know if it has to be cut or broken up. I don't know how it's in there. It's whole. Maybe cut it up. Think that's alright? Sam.
Yeah, why not?
Who needs it? You don't need a
I'm
knife.
not Julia Child here, so. Now what do we do with it?
Let's just throw it in. Alright. Ow. Hot. It's hot.
What happens?
Yeah, but, you know. It burns. Look at that.
Yeah, but it's gonna get stuck to the pot.
Look at that meltage. That's beautiful meltage.
That's beautiful meltage.
Because cheese is the greatest food in the world, second only to bacon. But I know you don't eat the meat.
I don't. Because I'm a pussy.
It's alright. We all have our problems.
It's true, it's true.
Picked up a case of syphilis last week.
Really?
No.
Oh.
What would you do if you got some kind of, you know, like the clap or something?
I'd probably get a t-shirt and have it written on it and walk around.
You think? I mean, would you go to the doctors for it, or would you be too...
I'd go to the doctor for
You'd
it.
go to the doctor for
Yeah.
it? I don't know if I would.
Why?
I don't know, I'm not too big on doctors. You know? They kind of...
Yeah, but what if the syphilis like ate up your entire body?
Well, I don't think it eats up your body. I think it just would kill your sex organs, which I really don't care about.
Why not?
No use for them. Alright, well, you know what? I'm gonna stick this... Ouch. Ah. Fuck. Off to the side. That's really hot. I guess we'll start on the pasta. Oh, I'm leaving out the most important ingredient, the black beans. Because this is the most important ingredient because I said it is.
Alright,
Do
Sean.
you have a can opener? How do I do this? Don't. Like this? What is this? How do I... What is this? What is this? Do this. Do this.
Hold on.
Got it?
Oh yeah.
Are you supposed to drain this?
I have no idea.
Fuck it. Slip that in there. Like I said, this is the most important ingredient.
Whoa, watch it there, partner.
See, now look at that.
It
Look
looks
at
like
that.
little turds.
It's a beautiful thing.
It's not that beautiful.
I think so.
You would.
You got like all the food groups in here. You got your beans and cheese and leaf.
Leaf is a food group now.
Well, you know, I mean, like, you gotta be healthy sometimes. Well, this looks good. We're just gonna have to heat it up again when the pasta's done. Get that cheese melted, and then, you know, then we're ready. So just tell me, what's the average day that what happens in the typical day of the Samantha Wellbrook, so to speak? I mean, we got some time to kill here. Tell me a little bit about yourself. I mean, that I don't know. When I'm not around you.
I sleep a lot, you know.
Well, what do you do when you're not sleeping?
So I pretty much sleep all the time.
You gotta do more than that.
Watch TV.
What kind of shows do you enjoy?
Forensic science shows.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
You like the dead bodies?
Yeah.
Why don't you tell me about what your father used to do?
You know, I used to be a funeral director.
I heard there's
He has some funny stories.
I heard there's some funny stories. I haven't
If you
heard them.
get a couple beers in him, you know.
We should call him up.
We should. He's at work now, though.
Ah.
But, you know, have you ever heard the eyelid story?
I don't believe so.
All right. Let me light this bad boy.
Take your time.
All right. Well, one day when he was working, I guess he was doing the makeup, and my dad, like, he's so bad at doing makeup and hair. Like, when I was in first grade, and like my mom would go on a trip somewhere, like me and my sisters, like, we'd leave the house and we'd have like one ponytail like sticking out of my hair. Like, it was terrible.
That's genius.
And we'd be wearing like sweatpants and like socks rolled up to our knees, and like it was terrible. He's a crazy man. But anyway, so he was doing this makeup on some guy.
Keep going.
And
I gotta do some things over here.
Alright,
Keep
sure,
going.
Sean.
I want to hear this.
All right, and I guess he was putting like foundation on his eye for some reason, and he pulled too hard and he ripped it off.
The eye?
The eyelid.
The eyelid.
Yeah, so this guy, like, his eye was like staring at him, and it was like all scary.
So what did they do?
He got a pair of Ray-Bans, and he put him on the poor guy.
What did the family say about this?
Well, it was either that or have their deceased loved one staring at them in a creepy way.
Yeah, but I mean, I can't imagine they were too happy about, you know, the eyelid being ripped off of their
Hey, you know
loved
what?
one.
People make mistakes, Sean.
It's true. I mean, we're making a lot of mistakes here. I think in a few minutes, once we get this this water boiling, I think we should add a few more spices to the sauce because I think it's a little bland.
No, it's
I mean,
not. There's like 4 million things in it.
Well, you know, I'm a spicy kind of guy. You know, I like to, you know, throw a little spice into
There's
things.
like pounds of crap in there.
Well, I think it could go for a little bit of salt, maybe a little bit more pepper.
Sean, you don't know what you're talking about.
No, I mean black pepper. I think the pepper, you know, would help this meal. This is supposed to be the cure-all meal, remember. It's got to be spicy. It's got to have some zest. It's got to be, you know, this meal is supposed to kill AIDS, remember.
Oh, it's true. Maybe it does need some pepper.
This meal, until it has more spice, is going to cause AIDS, not cure it.
Oh. Well, maybe I'll get my dream after all. Maybe I'll acquire some AIDS while eating your sauce.
Then if you get some AIDS, then we can talk about.
So the world would be a happy place. You know what, Sean? Back on the period topic.
Back on the period topic.
You know, this friend of mine I used to have. She once inserted a tampon like I don't know, a while back, and she didn't realize she had it in.
How did she not realize she had it in?
She forgot. I don't know how you would forget something like this, but she forgot.
A question. What does a tampon feel like in your vagina?
Well, if it's inserted properly, it feels like pure ecstasy.
Is it nice?
No, it's a tampon.
No, but I mean, does it give you any sexual pleasure whatsoever?
No.
I don't know these things. I need to ask these things.
What
I don't know.
are you talking about?
You know what? You insert a thing. Yeah,
put
listen.
Put one up your ass, Sean.
All right,
See if it
listen to me here. If you slip a finger up a vagina, you get a couple of moans. So what's the, you know, a tampon's about the same size as a finger. I wanted to know what the difference is.
Yeah, well anyway, she forgot about the tampon, and then she inserted another one, and she got a mighty case of toxic shock syndrome.
What exactly is the toxic shock syndrome?
I think you just get like fevers and stuff.
But do you leak like any like, you know?
I wouldn't think that it would be healthy.
Well, I know, but I mean,
wouldn't
let's say you got the toxic shock syndrome, and
I think that would be a very unhealthy vagina.
well, all right, and say
Very
you know
unhealthy
your male or female companion wanted to, you know, give you a little kiss down there, like. Would that harm them in any way? Does it spread like some kind of like, you know, disease, or is it just like the syndrome itself?
Well, first of all, I've never had it.
But you know, I figured
That's
you
the
might have
first-
read up on
that's
these
the first-
things.
All I read is a little pamphlet you get in the tampon box.
Mm-hmm.
It's very funny. It shows you a picture of a vagina and some lady like, you know, like putting that bad boy in there.
Yeah, actually, I was given a couple of instructions for tampon
So now
usage.
you're an expert.
I'm not an expert, but I've read, you know, I've read the
You
little
know-
pamphlet.
you know what's
I
going
enjoyed
on.
the little pamphlet
Yeah,
because
it's
it's got a
funny.
little cute picture of a little vagina in there.
It's kind of cute.
It is cute. It's
Yeah,
it's a little
cute.
illustration.
Aw.
Yeah.
It would be like a 10-year-old's vagina. Ooh.
I don't know about that. We're ready for the pasta. Some nice, you know, pasta we got here.
It's nice.
Kind of tunnel shaped.
Yeah,
like
definitely.
little tunnels.
Yeah.
Should be nice with the nice sauce. Bastard. I'm dropping them. Get in there. Alright, so why don't you tell me a little bit about yeast infections?
I did have one once.
And what's that entail?
Well, I had some kind of throat problem, like it was like throat rot, like a couple of years ago, and
Right.
they gave me penicillin to take, and penicillin causes yeast infections for some reason. 'Cause of,
really?
like,
In all women or some?
I think like a lot of women, because of
Really?
the bacteria.
Huh.
But yeah, so I got a yeast infection. Boy, was I in for a shock.
Not the toxic shock.
No,
though.
not no.
Not the toxic
Hopefully
shock.
someday, but not yet.
All right.
But yeah, it was itchy.
Itchy, like
Oh.
what? Is there discharge? What?
Oh yes, there is.
What color?
White.
White?
Oh yeah.
Like thick white, like paste, like glue? Like tell me the consistency. I need to know these things. I need to know someday if I'm eating a rotten vagina, I want to know what I got my mouth on.
Alright, it's a little cottage cheesy.
Little cottage cheesy?
Yeah, a little bit.
Cottage cheese is nice. I enjoy it.
Alright, well maybe you'll enjoy eating a yeast infection vagina.
Maybe I will. Now, did you go to the gynecologist for
No,
this?
I went to the local CVS and got myself some Monostat 7.
Okay.
Oh,
And that clears it up?
yeah, but it's gooey. I've only been to the gynecologist like 3 times.
And what happened on those 3 times? I'd like to hear about each and every...
I think I creeped her out because I started giggling.
Oh yeah? Why?
'Cause he's funny.
No,
I'm not used to doctor down there.
Right. Well, what did she do? I mean, what did they, like, tell me
They
a little
opened me
bit.
up like a Thanksgiving turkey.
What did they use? Like, what, I mean,
I think it's called a spectrum.
a spectrum.
Yeah, and it's like a crank. They like stick it in and they're like, and then
And
like your vagina's like, woo.
How wide does your vagina open?
I don't
Like,
know,
when
I
they
haven't
do
looked
that?
down.
Well, how wide does it feel? Can you give me an estimate? I mean, does it feel like they're ripping, like,
Oh no,
a
it
hole
doesn't
through
feel
the
like it
Grand
doesn't feel
Canyon?
like I'm giving birth, but
Okay.
it feel a little weird, you know?
Right, and then what do they do once they have that open? They
They,
just,
they
like...
take like a Q-tip and then they start going, "Grr, no,
Now, does that feel pleasurable at all?
no.
Not at all.
What's with you and pleasure in the
Well,
gyno?
Was there any male people at the gynecologist's office?
Hell no, I would never ever go to a male gynecologist.
Why not?
I don't know. What kind of man would be like, I want to be a gynecologist when I grow up and look at vaginas my whole life?
Me.
Exactly. I would
You
never
wouldn't
ever go
let
to-
me stick a little thing up your vagina and
No.
crank it open?
No.
Look at me. I'm great. Why not?
No.
You know, there is one thing that I found out about the menstruation too. That if you punch a girl in the uterus, like repeatedly while she has is menstruating, it eases the pain. I know that because I've been asked to take a few shots, but like right here, you got to get in right there.
All right.
Right.
No lower though.
No lower.
That's
just,
not
just
cool.
right
No,
here.
that's not cool.
All right. We need a drainer. Do you have a drainer?
A strain.
Strainer, whatever, you know, I don't know what I'm doing here. Oh yeah. I don't know how we're gonna eat all this.
You know what I want to get, Sean?
Ooh, I'm drooling.
I want to get lots of plastic surgery.
Why?
When I get old, I don't want to age. I want to look like Joan Rivers.
Really?
Yeah. I plan on having my face look like this when I'm like 60.
You gotta get the eyes too. Maybe something like that, maybe.
Look for me.
Or wait, maybe like that. That's good. I like
Like
that.
have my boobs out to here.
No,
and just
don't
walk
do
around like
the
that.
boobs thing. Don't do the boobs thing.
I'll get liposuction.
That causes cancer. And oh well, you know what? You could just eat my sauce and then you're fine.
Exactly.
So you know what? Go for it.
So maybe I'll do it.
Go
so
for
I'll
it.
I'll get breast implants, a facelift, liposuction. You know, liposuction out of my ass.
Yeah, but you know what? A man likes a plump ass. You know, like.
Are you saying I have a plump ass, Sean?
No, I'm not saying you have a plump
That's
ass.
the kind of comment that leads women to anorexia, Sean.
I'm not saying you have a plump ass. I'm saying a man likes to feel like he's been somewhere. You know.
What?
He likes a little meat on there. He likes to know like he's been somewhere. You know, like. You know what I'm saying?
So
like,
you mean the media, the woman,
You need a little bit of meat there, like in the area down there, like.
What kind of man are you, Sean?
I'm a man just like any other. Stir it up. Wait till we get some steam going.
That looks awful.
It doesn't look awful.
It looks awful.
It looks beautiful.
It looks awful.
Admit to me it looks beautiful.
No.
Admit
it
to
looks
me it looks
awful.
beautiful.
It
looks
looks
beautiful.
awful. It looks awful.
It looks
It
beautiful.
looks awful.
No.
Sean, you ashed at it.
Ready? Let's see.
I think I'm ready.
Have your plate.
That's good.
Alright, go ahead. Go ahead.
You try it too.
I'll try it. Hang on. 1 second. A plate of this. Get some of the top. Some of the big spinach fat. Alright.
Alright. How the hell do you eat this stuff?
With a fork.
That's a good choice.
Is it good? It is delicious. What are you talking about? Oh.
Don't quit your day job, Sean.
I don't have a day job.
Well, good.